Hello everyone, how are you? I am Akrash, your teacher here, and I will teach you different questions and their answers. So I welcome you on classtheta.com. So our today's question is: when would you conclude that the data provided enough evidence that the proportion of US adults who oppose gay marriage is 50%? When the p-value is small, less than 0.05, when the p-value is not small, above 0.05, when exactly half the individual in the sample oppose gay marriage and half support it. Never. Use the following information to answer the next four questions. The following two hypotheses are tested. HO, the average number of miles driven per year is 12,000. HA, the average number of miles driven per year is less than 12,000. In a survey, 1,600 randomly selected drivers were asked the number of miles they drive yearly based upon the result. The p-value equal to 0.068. Comment throughout this activity use as 0.05 significance level. The fact that the p-value is 0.068 means that there is a probability of 0.068 of observing data like those observing. If the average number of miles driven per year is 12,000, there is a probability of 0.068 of observing data like those observed. There is a probability of 0.068 then that the average number of miles driven per year is 12,000. There is a 0.932 probability that the average number of miles driven per year is less than 12,000. Based upon the p-value, which of the following conclusion can be made? The data provides significant evidence that the average number of miles driven per year is less than 12,000. The data do not provide significant evidence that the average number of miles driven per year is less than 12,000. The data provides significant evidence that the average number of miles driven per year is 12,000. The data provides significant evidence that the alternative hypothesis is more likely than the null hypothesis. And the answer of the question is, let's address each part of your question step by step. Part 1: when would you conclude that the data provide enough evidence that the proportion of US adults who oppose gay marriage is 50%? The correct answer is when the p-value is small. Here's why: a small p-value indicates strong evidence against the null hypothesis. If the null hypothesis is that the proportion of US adults who oppose gay marriage is exactly 50%, a small p-value suggests that the observed data are unlikely to have occurred if this null hypothesis were true. Therefore, when the p-value is small, you would conclude that the data provide enough evidence to reject the null hypothesis and conclude that the proportion of US adults who oppose gay marriage is different from 50%. Part 2: interpretation of the p-value of 0.068 is the context of average miles driven per year survey. The correct interpretation of the p-value of 0.068 is there is probability of 0.068 of observing data like those observed if the average number of miles driven per year is 12,000. Here's why: the p-value is greater than the significance level of 0.05. This means that if the null hypothesis were true, there is a 6.8% chance of obtaining the survey results that were observed. Therefore, the data do not provide strong evidence against the null hypothesis at the 5% significance level. Part 3: based on the p-value, which conclusion can be made? The correct conclusion based on the p-value of 0.068 is the data do not provide significant evidence that the average number of miles driven per year is less than 12,000. Here's why: with the p-value of 0.068, which is greater than the significance level of 0.05, we fail to reject the null hypothesis. The null hypothesis in this case is that the average number of miles driven per year is 12,000. Since the p-value is not sufficiently small, we do not have enough evidence to conclude that the average number of merged steam per year is less than 12,000. Therefore, the data do not provide significant evidence that the average number of merged steam per year is less than 12,000. Thank you for watching the video. If you have any question related to this video, please post a comment below. If you have any question in your mind, you can also post on the website and I will be answering you in the next video. Thank you for engaging with us. Until next video, bye bye.